Hey guys, very happy to be here with you, here with Decent Wallet. But first, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Boom.
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on that Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing.
And let's cue the commercial that we already have, even though we're going to talk about it today. Let's cue the commercial.
Your crypto deserves the best protection. So why settle for less? Decent Crypto Wallet isn't just another wallet. It's safe, secure, easy to use, and supports your favorite cryptocurrencies all at the touch of a button. And now with my exclusive link, you'll save $30 on your new wallet. Better security, smarter investing, $30 in your pocket. Click on the link now and secure your better security today.
And we are here with Mr. Kim of Decent Wallet. He has a presentation that he wants to go through for you guys. But as always, if you guys have questions, Mr. Kim also said he will answer some questions. So put those questions on the side. I got some questions that Mr. Kim already has from brand newbies that may not know about crypto and had questions about, okay, how does a wallet work? So he's already has these questions and he's going to answer them. But let's go over the presentation right now. Thank you, Mr. Kim. If you want to give an introduction, please feel free to do so.
All right, real. So my name is Wan Q Kim. I'm the Chief Business Officer at IO Trust, the creator of the Decent Wallet. So it's very honored to be part of your show, and thank you very much for inviting me. But indeed, that before I start, I really like the graphics, the intro graphic that you are showing with a very, very nice horse.
Thank you very much.
All right, so why don't I just share some of my presentation that I prepared. Hold on one second.
Okay, and that is up, and I'll add it to the stage, and we'll make it huge here. So there we go.
Yeah, so just double confirm. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let me just start it. So IO Trust is the wallet service company for the digital asset management and the blockchain services. So under IO Trust, there are two brands are running at the same time. First one is the Decent, and the second one is the Whippin. So Decent Wallet is mainly for the B2C, which means that this hardware wallet or the app wallet is targeting for the individual crypto investor. And we do have a title with the word first biometric hardware wallet with the fingerprint sensor, as well as we are offering the card type wallet with the NFC communication protocol. And there is another type of wallet called as an app wallet. But overall, which I'm going to explain later, that these three different types of wallet offers the same functionality. So the strategy that behind is that we can just download this app wallet, just play with it, and when you believe that there is a need to buy or invest further, and where is the time that you need to purchase the hardware wallet, so you do not have to go over entire learning curve to how to use the hardware wallet. And the next one is the Whippin wallet, which is a built-in Web3 social login wallet. That means that this Whippin wallet is going to be built inside of the service provider's app that you are currently using. So since this is mainly for the B2C, let me just focus on the Decent wallet first. So this is our history. So our company was founded in 2017, And the next year, 2018, we introduced the DCENT biometric wallet with the fingerprint sensor as well as the Bluetooth connectivity. And at that time, that existing hardware wallet provider only support the wallet application in the PC base. So when we had a communication or face-to-face meeting with many project team in all over the world, when they need to check the balance, they have to look for the internet connection and connect with the PC, which was not the user friendly. At the same time, when you just look at the geographical coverage, the portion that the PC is covering is definitely smaller than the mobile phone coverage. That's why we introduced this hardware wallet with this smartphone so that you can manage your cryptocurrencies on the go. And the same year that we introduced the card type wallet, because writing down the 24 seeds phrase and just put it in the separate safe place is quite troublesome. That's why we get rid of this 24 C's phrase onboarding process. All you have to do is you just have to tag this NFC enabled card into backside of your smartphone to confirm the transaction. All you need is just writing down the PIN number, remember the PIN number, and just tag it. But keep in mind that this card type wallet only support the EVM network, such as Ethereum or Polygon, whatever the network that start with the 0x address configuration. And the next year, 2020, we introduced the mobile app wallet, which I explained earlier, and 23 that we introduced the Whipping wallet. And so far that, our company is appointed by the Korean government as a baby unicorn plus. That means, if we grow as what we did, that sooner or later that we are going to become the unicorn company. And indeed, that in the last year that we already received the recognition reward from the Korean government for the $1 million of the export to all over the countries. So far that our DCENT wallet user is spread in more than 200 countries, and we are getting quite good market share dramatically. So now, when
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, by the way.
Thank you very much. So when you just look at the hardware wallet or the blockchain wallet, there are two key components has to be fulfilled. The first one is the hardware, which is a secure element. So when you just check your passport or the SIM card or the payment card, there is a little tiny secure chip is already been implemented with the Visa MasterCard logo inside. That means when you just enter your personal PIN number, those private information is going to be encrypted and saved at the hardware we call as a secure element and never exposed. Because there are quite a number of cybersecurity or the hacking issue when you use the credit card with a magnetic stripe. But now, majority of the country in worldwide is now using the chip-based credit card, and that reduce the quite number of sort of the security issue or the cyber hacking issue because your PIN is saved at the magnetic pin stripe compared with the encryption in the secure element. So now, before we found the IO Trust, we commercialized the USIM card in worldwide with the mobile phone payment. And with this, our ex-company was listed in the Korean stock market, and our CEO was one of the founder of our ex-company. And indeed, that I have working with my CEO now more than 15 years plus. And then
you guys are listed on the Korean stock market?
My ex-company, but we are not listed yet because
okay.
Probably in the future.
Okay, and also, Mr. Kim, can you put it in presentation mode? The slides you're showing.
Okay,
it might be a better view.
Do you see my screen? Because I am looking at the secure operating system software.
Okay, you guys can't see the screen. Let's see here. Here, I thought I shared it. Let me try sharing it again. I can see the screen. Hold on, let me see. Let me just double check with them. I see. Can you guys see the screen here? Can somebody give me some feedback? Because I see Real Black, the Crypto Root podcast, and Decent, but I see it. Okay, yeah, yes, they can see it, but it's just not in presentation mode. So they can see the slides. It doesn't
Okay.
necessarily need to be in presentation mode, so it's fine.
All right. So now, just double check that you are seeing this TEE secure operating software portion.
No. We see Ruel Black, the Crypto Root podcast. We see all the slides. So
Understood. I guess let me just I would say convert into the presentation mode. Hold on 1 second.
No
Sorry
problem.
about this.
and while we get presentation mode up, yeah, guys, I'm really happy with my Decent. I love it that I can swap inside of the app with it. The phone app makes it really easy. And we'll go over some more of that stuff here.
Yes. So
Like, it really made it easy when I was trying to get some strongholds. It made it really easy. Like, you guys know there's not too many places you can buy strongholds, but it was really easy to swap and buy a stronghold within the wallet. All I had to do is have some Stellar over there, and since Stronghold is on the Stellar network, basically I can swap anything from any other network to Stellar network and get some strongholds. So it really made it really easy
yes.
to get stronghold.
Right. Because from the beginning, when we introduced our hardware wallet, the key element that we have focused was the user experience. Because I know that we know that using the hardware wallet is a bit complicated and a bit difficult. And when it comes with the new services as well as a new network, and it's very hard to learn and get familiar with what service that you have to use and how to use those kind of services. That's why we are trying to offer very intuitive user experience so that we can just lower down the entry barrier so that more people can come to the Web3 era.
Yep, and you guys might not know this, but I'm a graphical user interface developer, and I thought it was very easy to say, okay, now I can just swap anything from anything. Once I had the Stellar over there to fund my Stellar account, the little bit of Stellar I needed for a Stellar transaction, it was just really easy to swap anything from anything as long as it had a trading pair. So
okay, so now I'm just
okay, here
double
we
check
go.
whether you see yes.
Yep, there we go.
All right. So now I already explained that this is a hardware where your sort of the private key is going to be saved and encrypted and never exposed to the external world. And I'm going to explain further based on the question that I received from him. So now let's move to the next slide. So after we commercialize these hardware security services, that we look at the software portion. So I don't know whether you are using the Android mobile phone, because when you are Android user, there is a called as a security folder where all your private information is going to be saved at a certain folder in the Android mobile environment. And to run this, you need to have a security software which is called as a TEE. And we were the second vendor who commercialized this software in worldwide. And currently, our software solution is using at the Samsung application processor, Qualcomm, NXP, and major chipset makers are using this software technology.
Nice.
And the combined with the hardware and the software, we decided to introduce the blockchain. The key element was what will be the good business item that we can utilize the hardware as well as the software and targeting for the global market that we resulted as a blockchain. And now we are selling this biometric wallet since 2017. So this is 8th year in this wallet business. So this is our flagship hardware wallet. So right now that this hardware wallet is supporting the 84 blockchain network. Although that there are quite a number of networks that are not being supported, so you can just drop us an email that which network that needs to be supported, because this is an ongoing effort, and this is one of our top priority to fulfill the market requirement. But frankly speaking, that even though that you are very, very heavy user, I don't think you are managing the 84 different types of a wallet. That means that this single hardware wallet can support all types of different cryptos that you are currently managing. And of course, that there is the fingerprint authentication, which means that instead of entering the PIN number, all you have to do is just scan your fingerprint to confirm that you are the owner of this private key. And it also connect with the mobile phone, which I already explained earlier. And it also connected with the PC with the third party sort of the app applications such as a MetaMask, so on and so forth. So now let me just explain that I mentioned that we are focusing on the user experience. So probably these are the good examples where the entry or the heavy user could enjoy all the different services at the DCENT mobile app. The first one is the asset portfolio, because I don't know whether you are already familiar with this user interface, but please make sure to update your mobile app, and you will see this kind of feature. So first one is that when you just click the wallet in the bottom corner, and you will see that your asset portfolio, and you can also match with the Bitcoin price. So in this graph, that you can see that how your asset is doing compared with probably 1 day or 7 day or maybe 1 year. So you can see that very clear understanding that how your asset is doing. And secondly, that you can just toggle change into the distribution mode, where that will show that different types of wallet, the cryptocurrency or the asset is going to be spread and save it inside of this DCENT wallet. And the second one is a swap, as Ruo mentioned, that this hardware wallet or the DCENT mobile app is supporting the interchain as well as a cross-chain. So now all you have to do is just select whatever the coin or the token that you already have, and just type the new token that you want to swap, and immediately that the top competitive service provider is going to be listed. But when you just toggle down this service provider, you can see that there are many service providers are offering the different combination of the this swap feature. And secondly, that when you just change from Ethereum to the other token, you need to have a Ethereum to pay the gas fee. But to do that, you need to change into the Ethereum first and then change to the Bitcoin. However, and with this swap feature that we are already running, you can just, I would say, do the multiple swap at a single transaction. That means your ERC token is going to be transferred into the Ethereum and swap into the Bitcoin automatically.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yes. And the second one, the next one is the insight. So now, just checking at all the market information, because probably most of you already visited the CoinGecko or the CoinMarketCap, and we are listing the top 7 token project in real-time basis. And on top of that, when you just look at this top corner, and you can see that whether this current market is a fear and the greedy station. So this indication is going to give you that how current market is doing. And the next one feature is the online services. So now the central exchange used to be the service provider who offer the online services. So you deposit or you pay the US dollar and buy the Bitcoin or whatever the coin that they are supporting. But this feature has been already embedded inside of the DCENT wallet. All you have to do is just click the buy button, and you will see the service provider, which is a Topper, MoonPay, as well as a Simplex. And you can just select it, and whatever the coin that you want to deposit, automatically when transaction is completed, the desire or the purchase coin and token is going to be deposited into your DCENT address, so that you don't have to transfer from central exchange to DCENT wallet address, because this transaction is going to be done automatically. And the last one is the Discovery tab. This is an in-app browser where you can just type any kind of debt services that you want to connect, or we already listed the most popular debt services as a default in the Android. But of course, due to the iPhone policy that you need to register as a favorite, so that you don't have to enter the URL again when you visit. So now you can see that there is a different category: utility, staking, exchange, so on and so forth. So the bottom line is that this mobile app is offering all different types of crypto services on top of this, saving your private key safely. And moving on, that we are going to introduce the staking service, where you just send your cryptocurrencies and get certain interest based on the smart contract, and the gas coupon as well as offline. So probably let me elaborate more about the gas coupon. That means, okay, now you are holding the ERC20 token and trying to swap or send to the different address, but you realize that you do not have Ethereum to support the gas fee. So now this gas coupon, when you have this gas coupon, that means you can utilize this gas coupon to pay the gas fee for the network that we are supporting. And the offline, on top of the online services that you can convert into fiat money within the DCENT wallet platform. And the social login feature for the mass adoption is going to be embedded. And lastly, that we are going to introduce in the crypto card, so that you can pay or you can use your card or purchase anything using your cryptocurrencies. So now, in conclusion, that DCENT is not just a wallet, it's more than just security, because we are unlocking the reward and we are offering the exclusive benefit. And lastly, that we are trying to offering the seamless interaction with the Web3 services. So self-custody cold wallet DCENT means that you have a full ownership of private key and save it in offline as encrypted data, and can enjoy Web3 service seamlessly. So this is my end of presentation, and probably these are the first question that I received from the Luel, because he asked that why buy a hardware wallet, or isn't my crypto safe on an exchange? So now there are two types of a wallet. First one is the custodial wallet and non-custodial wallet, or the self-custody wallet. And when you just look at this custodial wallet, is the ownership of your cryptocurrencies at the central exchange. Of course, it's very easy to use, and you can just see the Coinbase, Kraken, or Crypto.com, Oppo. Those are the sort of the custodial wallet service providers that is currently operating in the market right now. But when you just look at maybe 3 or 4 years back, and number 2, the central exchange FTX went for the bankruptcy. That means whatever the asset that you had at the FTX, you could not have access immediately because your private key, the ownership belonged to the central exchange. That's why many people starting to get interesting about the non-custodial wallet or the self-custody. You can see that there are quite a number of hardware wallet provider as well as the hot wallet, MetaMask or the Trust Wallet. And the difference is that ownership of your private key is at your user side. That means you have a full control for your private key. But at the same time, the downtime is a bit difficult to use, where we are trying to overcome or improve the better user experience to bring more people from the DCENT wallet. And now, under this custodial wallet, there are two types of wallets: software wallet called as a hot wallet, and the next one is a hardware wallet or the cold wallet. The only difference is where your private key is saved in online and offline. That means your private key is saved in somewhere in the mobile phone, such as a Trust Wallet, or the PC as a MetaMask. But the hardware wallet or the cold wallet, your private key is saved at the completely isolated environment in offline. So now you already heard so many times that not your keys and not your crypto. That means if you do not have your ownership for your private key, it's not your crypto at all.
Yep.
So now the second question is, can I purchase crypto inside of the wallet? I already explained that, we are already offering these online services, but, offline service is also coming. So please stay tuned, and we are going to make another public announcement when this feature is available.
Awesome.
Yes, and the next question is, if I mess it up with my seed phrase or PIN number, how do I deal with it? Okay, so first one is, let's try prevent to messing with your PIN or the seed phrase. So now first is, this is a hardware wallet that you are currently using. And this fingerprint, make sure that you cover entire fingerprint sensor with the registered fingers. Because when you just cover this entire fingerprint sensor, the recognition rate improves dramatically. But indeed, that the sensor that we are using has been already implemented in the major mobile phone, so that the quality or the recognition rate should be very good, because it is already market proven. Because when we received the inquiry that their fingerprint sensor was not working properly, majority of the cases that they are just scanning the finger with very limited area, not covering the entire sensor. So please keep in mind that cover entire sensing area with your registered fingerprint. So now, there are 5 trials that DCENT Biometric is going to offer for the scanning the fingerprint. And if this 5 trial fails, you have a 10 trial for the PIN number entry. But keep in mind that this hardware wallet also offers the 2 fingerprint at the same time. That means you can register your fingerprint, and your spouse could register her fingerprint in case something happened at your side. And she can just have immediate access to all cryptocurrency that you are already holding. So now let's assume that this 10 trial for PIN number is a fail, and this hardware wallet is going to recognize immediately that, okay, unauthorized person is trying to access the private key, and it will wipe out entire information automatically. And only way that you can recover your private key is 24 series phrase or the passphrase or the 25 secret word. And this is the example of the private key, different combination with the numbers and the alphabet. And I'm pretty sure that there is no way that you can remember this all private key example. So that's why, all the blockchain industry made a standard called as a BIP 39 standard. And with this private key information is going to be converted into the readable word, which is called as a seed phrase. What it means is seed phrase is your private key. So now, if I have some other person's seed phrase information, I can immediately create the clone device and register my own fingerprint as well as a PIN number. And I can just send all this wallet to the other address without telling or without knowing the original holders. So please make sure that you save this information in offline, because when you open this hardware wallet, there is a paper that you write down this phrase and keep it in very safe place, but never take a picture or save it in the computer or any kind of IT device, because that is where the hacker will get those information. Any questions so far?
No, this is great. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me move on. So now, is it easy to transfer to the wallet? Okay, because I already explained that, remember the private key in hash value is very difficult, but at the same time, the address is also very complicated. So please make sure to utilize the QR code or the copy and paste when you send your crypto to the other address or receive crypto from the central exchange. And please try not to do the manual input, because there is quite a number of human error could happen. So now, when you send your crypto to the central exchange, please make sure to write down the destination tag for the XRP or the memo for the Stellar as well as the H bar. Because if you don't put this information, your asset will be lost, and you have to contact the central exchange to explain that, to get your asset back into your right address. And when it comes with the receiving the crypto to the DCENT wallet, no destination tag or the memo is needed. But there are quite a number of, or some exchange mandated, just enter any information that you want to do. Because once the transaction is uploaded at the blockchain, which means that you just confirm the transaction, you cannot cancel or revert. So please make sure to double check the address that you are sending, and we are strongly recommend to send the small amount first, and once this transaction is completed, please do the mass or the big amount transaction to avoid any loss.
Yep, I always recommend that to new people. Always do a small transaction first.
Yes. And how does DCENT Wallet prevent hackers? Is it safe? I already mentioned that your private key is going to be saved and encrypted in the secure element, which is a separate chipset. And your private key is generated during the wallet setup process offline. What it means is when you just open up the DCENT Wallet and turn it on, and immediately it will go to the initial setting process after you select the languages. And 24 word is going to be displayed randomly out of 2054 word. That means there is a very rare chance that all 24 seed word or seed phrase word are ideally the same. And once you just verification is completed, which means that entering the all 24 seed phrase, your private key is going to be encrypted and saved at the secure element in offline. And if you don't write down those seed phrase improperly in offline or the recovery paper or recovery card, there's no way to recall 24 seed phrase once setting is completed. So please take your time to write down the seed phrase and make sure that you have all information correctly, because once this setting is completed, that you cannot recall or you cannot get this information from this hardware wallet. So now, since this private key information, seed phrase is saved in the offline, there's no way to hack this private key from the external world, because there is no connection between this hardware wallet from the internet, unless you are connecting or phishing or the scam site, there is a chance that this site is going to get your private key information, because once this authorization is confirmed by the user, you are granting the access to user hardware wallet. But from the user perspective, that is very hard to judge whether those site or the token or the service that they are using is a phishing or the scam site. That's why we have another security feature. So now, when you try to send any kind of token, we are checking the address, and it will show the alert message that, okay, please make sure that you are sending your asset to the right address, because you might have a chance to losing assets or this contract is unverified. And next one is that when you're connecting with any kind of debt services, that we are showing this kind of alert message. And also the smart contract, whether this is a legit or the scam or the phishing site. So probably, you will have those kind of services. And if you believe that there are other features that has to be added at the DCENT Wallet, please make a suggestion to us directly, marketing@iotrust.kr.
Awesome.
So that is my end of presentation, and hopefully that you will have a better understanding about who we are and what kind of service that we are offering, and what is our vision or the goal that we are trying to achieve in the Web3 world.
Awesome. We do have a couple questions. I know someone's in here talking about they did, they went beyond the 24 password and all of this. So, I would suggest if you guys, whoever this is saying that, use the email here and contact DCENT Wallet here. I don't know how you really do that, but, I don't know how you go beyond that, but it seems like you have. But let's see here. One question we have, which I think is a good one, is there an app available for the PC?
Indeed, that this is one of our development roadmap. So hopefully that we are introducing the PC app wallet, because I know that when you just are using any kind of debt services for this investment, that you like to have a bigger screen. So definitely, we are going to launch the PC-based app, exactly the same UI and the same user interface in the PC base. So please stay tuned. Yes.
Okay, so stay tuned for that. Question here, will DCENT Wallet ever allow customers to load fiat or buy crypto from a cold wallet with no KYC?
Indeed, that off-ramp or the on-ramp is serviced by the third-party service provider. That means they do have a full authority whether the KYC process is mandated or not. But I know that there are provider who offer this on-ramp service if the certain amount is a less than certain amount, which is really depends on the service provider's policy. Because we are just granting the access that this is a decent address where all the cryptocurrency should be deposited. So we are not getting any kind of control or the influence about the KYC, because it's strictly driven by each company's policy.
Got it. Let's see here. Will DCENT Wallet share ICO tokens with long-term customers, early investors such as airdrops for supporters of DCENT?
That's very good question, because when you just look at our mobile app, our currently going with the tap drop event. This is the project that where all this token is just completed for the TGE and before listed in the any kind of central exchange, and you can just receive this airdrop. And another feature that we are developing is we are giving those information about any kind of token project that is being expected for the TGE, and probably those kind of token could be the quite good benefit for the entry user, because it's very hard to buy or get this information because none of these tokens are listed in the central exchange. Only way that you can get this is a swap or the DEX, but that is not the user friendly if you are not the heavy user. So we are trying to sort it out, those kind of token project, and display in the DCENT wallet so that they have a better opportunity to earn or get higher return for those kind of new project that is expected for the listed in the central exchange or the TGE. Yes.
Oh, that's very, very cool. Excellent question there, Ghetto Born Black Seeds. Let's see here. Will DCENT Wallet have its own token?
Answer is no, but we are open, frankly speaking. But I don't think, I mean, just, issuing our own token might, I would say, give a different message to the world, because our core business is the hardware wallet, self-custody. That's why, we are going to focus, and we already committed. So as of now that, we do not have any plan to issue our own token, because we do not know that how this token is going to be utilized. Because once you issue the token, you have to worry about the token economy and the token price, which is not relevant with our core business, which is our wallet.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense there. Can DCENT Wallet list XDB chain?
I'm sorry that this is my first time to hear about this network XDB chain. So what I can recommend is when you just come to our website, there is a menu for the supported coin list, and you can just drop us a message through the Google form, and we are going to take a look. And another recommendation I could give it to you is if you are involved with this token project or have a connection or the connection with those projects, probably you could just drop us an email so that I can have a further discussion with the project separately, and maybe we can just do those kind of co-marketing once we decide to add this kind of new chain, which is XDB chain. Because although that I didn't mention that, DCENT Wallet is supporting 84 blockchain network, and all blockchain network integration was done by us ourselves. We never use the third party or the third party developed company. That means I know that, quite a number of network are not supported at the DCENT Wallet, but at the same time, we do have a capability to integrate those kind of new chain immediately, because we already have a core sort of the expertise as well as experience.
Now, this one before this one, I want to point out, Mr. Kim, Maximus Crypto is talking about this one, and also is Rob Crypto Future. So the three of us are kind of mentioning this one. Shout out to the Patreon guys. We're mentioning this in the Patreon, so you guys are kind of getting a little sneak peek of that. But yeah, so Mr. Kim, so it is something that the three of us are mentioning, so you guys might want to see about.
All right, so now you gave me another new homework on top of the ZEBEC token as well as the XTB, so definitely I will take a look at it.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Let's see, and we already answered the question. They're already working on the off-ramp. Mr. Kim answered that in his presentation, so we got that. Let's see. All right, let me go down, see if there are some more ones. Okay, yeah, so iPhone or Android, either one works, guys. And you guys, yeah, if you need to communicate, there's marketing at iotrust.kr. That's still on the screen there. Let's see here. Okay, if anyone, I've missed any questions, Go ahead and type them in again. Okay. They were wondering, will Hashpack, this is Hedera's thing, will Hashpack be available on the platform?
Yes, definitely yes. So on top of that, there is another Hedera sort of the wallet which called as a Blade, and this Blade wallet has been already integrated. So now, if
Nice.
you are using the Blade mobile app, when it comes with the confirmation for the transaction, it will ask you to confirm at the decent wallet, hardware wallet. So this one has been already integrated because we have very good relationship with the Hedera network.
Okay, good. That's awesome. That's awesome information. Yeah, if there are any more questions, guys, put them on the bottom there. Put them in again. And I said we would do a wallet giveaway, but we'll do a wallet giveaway in another video. But I want to do which is one question for this video since I promised it. I want to make sure I keep my promise for at least one wallet. So the first person who can answer the question of how many networks it supports, it was in the presentation. The first person that comes up with the answer of how many networks they support, Decent Wallet supports, we will get that email address and Mr. Kim will contact you and we'll do some more wallet giveaways in the next video. So definitely be in contact for the next one. Okay, I think the first person to get it right, I think it's 84, right?
Yes.
Was Lee. Lee got beat Tracy just by a second there. Lee will. So Lee, if you can put your email address. Phantom Beat was just short with 81 here. All very good watchers of the show, very good supporters of the show. Lee, Phantom Beat, and Tracy, very, very good supporters of the show. So, Lee, if you can put your email address in there, we can have it for Mr. Kim. If you don't feel comfortable, Lee, on putting it in here, maybe you can put it.
Yes,
You
Lee,
can.
you can just drop us a short email to the marketing@iotrust.kr, and we will ask you to provide what information is needed for us to send the hardware wallet.
Yep, and Lee, are you in the Patreon? If you're in the Patreon, you can also send it to me in the Patreon. Oh, Lee, you're okay. You don't want you already have a wallet.
Wow.
Okay, so let's see here. Then we can go to the next person, which is Tracy. If you say you're okay, Lee, then we can go to Tracy, and then Tracy. Okay. Oh, I'm in the Patreon. Okay, so Lee, if you just send me your email in the Patreon, then I can give it to Mister. Okay, so Lee, yeah, so Lee, just send me your email in the Patreon, and I'll make sure to give that to Mister Kim.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you, Lee. We're not gonna skip you. Lee, give me. So yeah, Lee, and also we'll do Tracy too, since Tracy was second closest. So Lee, Lee, and I know Tracy's a really good watcher. So Lee and Tracy, if you guys can send me your email address. Tracy, if you could just send it to me on the Twitter on X. So we'll forward those to Mr. Kim. And we still have 3 more wallets we'll do in the next show. So first and second place, no Ricky Bobby stuff here, guys. For you guys, like if you're not first, you're last type of stuff. If you guys are a fan of Will Ferrell, there. Okay, so awesome. So we'll get those 2 email addresses, and I'll have them to you, Mr. Kim.
Okay.
And let me just verify that there are no more questions. Okay, here we go. Will Decent Wallet ever come out with a crypto debit card?
As I mentioned in my roadmap, that we are going to introduce the crypto card, the debit card payment, but we haven't decided whether it's gonna be the debit card or the credit card. But that is open. But definitely that when you receive the crypto card from us, that you can use those crypto card at the retail stores. Yes.
Okay. Wow, we got a $10 question here from Matt. Hey, do you mind asking Ravi Bana's question? Uh, the app on his iPhone is asking to wait 60 minutes and not getting past it, even if the 60 minutes has gone past. So I think for Ravi, the best question for you, Ravi, is you need to send an email to marketing@iotrust.kr, because I'm sure Mr. Kim has people that work directly on, troubleshooting and things like that. So I would that be the suggestion, Mr. Kim, to
Yes, because since I think it is related with the more technical issue, so
Yep.
probably I need to give us some key message, because I know that we are managing our own media, including the Twitter as well as our website, but we often find out that there are phishing or the scam site, pretending that there are the decent wallet and decent
Yep.
support or decent wallet support, so on and so forth. And they even put, decent logo at the Twitter channel. And there are quite a number of, I would say, people are following those scam channel, which I was very surprised. So every single time that we notice those kind of phishing or the scam site, we reported the Twitter channel, but the response time is quite long. So now I am suggesting that we never receive any kind of technical request through the Twitter channel. Only way that we are collecting those kind of inquiry is by the email. We don't manage the Telegram channel. We don't manage any kind of SNS channel except for the Twitter. But this Twitter is only for the public announcement and communicating with our community members. But we are not going to get any kind of technical support through the Twitter. Secondly, in any cases, never share your 24C's phrase, because when you just get into those kind of phishing site or the phishing channel, they create a direct message channel that, okay, if you provide your seed phrase, I'm going to provide the technical support. And that is the easiest way that they can steal your private key. So please make sure in any circumstances, even us, we do not ask your private key to provide the technical support. So when you face any kind of issue, you can just drop us an email at the marketing@iotrust.kr, and there's another email is contact contact@iotrust.kr. Those two email address is official one, and you are going to receive very comprehensive response from our technical support team. But when you just send those kind of inquiry, please make sure to elaborate or describe your issue as detailed as possible, because I am not, or we are not looking at your issue directly. So it's a remote, I would say, sort of the technical support. So we need to have those information as detailed as possible. So now coming back to the iPhone issue for the 60-minute and after 60-minute, and frankly speaking, I need to be very open that I really don't understand what issue that he's facing. But
Right.
when he sent the email to us at contact@iotrust.kr, probably the screenshot of the Decent mobile app or this detailed description is going to be really helpful to get the proper response from us.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Kim, for the very thorough answer, and to tell people to keep safe with their private keys and their C phrases and stuff. Thank you very much for that. And I just like to acknowledge a super chat, T Riley _05, Rue and family. Let's get it. Thank you so much for that, T Riley. You always donate on the channel at least $5. Thank you so much. And again, we just answered Matt's question. Let me make sure there's anything here. Okay. And then we got from Ghetto Born Black Seeds. Thank you, Ruin Decent. Thank you, Ghetto Born Black Seeds, for the wonderful questions. A lot of your questions were very, very good. Let's see. Ravi says something about being a beta tester for Decent. I've taken part in 2 campaigns. So cool for you. And he said he will send that email. So thank you so much, Mr. Kim, for being on today. I think this is going to be very good for people to learn. And if anybody's watching the recording, put some questions in the chat of the description, or and I'll see it that we can get them to Mr. Kim. Of course, we can't have like crazy amount of questions. If you really have a problem, definitely use this emails that Mr. Kim has provided, marketing@iotrust.kr, and then contact@iotrust.kr for the best and most expedient answers to your questions as far as support and things like that. Thank you so much for coming onto our channel. Really appreciate it. This has been awesome.
Thank you very much, Royal. So, for audience that, thank you for listening and giving opportunity for me to explain about us, as well as answer any question that you might have. So as Ruel mentioned that, just, drop us an email if you have any question, and please make sure to subscribe and like button to his video channel. And if you don't mind, then spread this information with your friends and community so that more people would aware or understand more about us and his channel.
Thanks so much. Perfect ending. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get out of here. Bye so much, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
All right. Thank you.